Alex, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a pop of color makeup tutorial, and it's also going to be a collab with SimplyJaylen. Now Jaylen has been a longtime follower of mine. She's been so supportive over, my career with this channel, and then she also has her own channel. Now, I don't know if I said this already, but Jaylen's channel is called SimplyJaylen. So she has a mix of makeup tutorials, hauls, she tag videos, so definitely go check her out. Now, I will note she's not cruelty-free, so she does buy products from brands that are tested on animals. So just let you know that, so keep an eye out when you're watching her channel. Not every product that she mentions is cruelty-free, but she does mention products that are cruelty-free. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Jaylen was actually one of the winners of my Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, and I'm so happy that she ended up using that palette in a makeup tutorial on her channel. So if you guys want to go see a different way to use that palette, a different makeup tutorial, go check out her channel to check out that video as well. But the main video that we both worked on today was a pop of color makeup tutorial, so check out that tutorial as well. So you have 2 tutorials from her to check out and then some other videos. So yeah, that was our theme for this video. We wanted to do a pop of color since it's springtime. It is the perfect time to add a pop of color to your look, whether you're doing the lower lash line or you're doing it on your lips. So yeah, make sure you go check out her channel so you can see what she did. I'm really excited to see what she did. She didn't tell me what she was going to do, but I'm excited to see what pop of color look that she did. Did she do it on the lower lash line? Did she do it on the lid? Did she do it on the lips? I'm really excited. Now for my pop of color makeup tutorial, I obviously did some color on the lower lash line, which is my favorite thing to do in the spring. And I actually layered 2 different eyeshadows. So the first eyeshadow that we will go in with on the lower lash line is this eyeshadow in Coconut. And this is a pearlized finish from ColourPop, which I thought would be really fun. And then I tested it out on my hand and thought it would look so pretty with Flower Shop layered over top of it, which is also a pearlized finish, which just really makes that lower lash line not only pop, but it's just really pretty and iridescent. Like, it has that like little sheen to it, which is really pretty. So I really wanted to incorporate these eyeshadows. I think that I love the combination of them. And obviously with this look, you can just switch up the lower lash line. You can use any color. You can use a purple, any like bright pop of color, or just any colorful eyeshadow in general. You can do this whole look and then just switch up the lower lash line, which is what's really fun about Pops of Color. So the beauty question of the video is going to go along with the theme of this video, and it's going to be, what is your favorite color to put on the lower lash line? Are you someone who is just pro-neutral, or you don't put anything on the lower lash line, you just want neutral colors on the lower lash line? In the spring, are you all about a pop of color? Like, how do you guys like to do your lower lash line if you do it at all? I'm really interested in that because there are different ways to do it. I used to do like an ombre effect where I do a darker, a medium, and then a light color. But lately I've been using just like a solid color and then just doing the inner corner of my eye. So yeah, if you guys have any, routine of how you do your lower lash line or how you like to do your lower lash line in the spring, let me know down in the comments. And if you have any products that you think I should try that would be good for the lower lash line. Now the last thing, I just want to welcome anybody who is new to my channel. If you're coming from Jaylen's channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you love my makeup tutorial as well. And make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that way you guys can be notified of whenever my videos come up. I also have another channel called Beauty Blogger 101, which is my educational channel for vloggers. And then I have another channel called the Beauty Addict Diaries, which is my lifestyle channel. This one is obviously my beauty channel, so make sure to subscribe to everything. That would be so awesome. I would really appreciate that. So now that we got that all out of the way, let's jump on into the makeup tutorial. So the first thing that we're going to do is go in with this Pixie Makeup Fixing Spray and spray this all over our face. I'm not a huge fan of the actual spray that comes out, but I do love like how it feels. It's like really refreshing on your face. And it smells so good. It's made with rose water and green tea. And I also love that it's pink. So now I'm going to go in with concealer and place it on my brow bone so that way I can cover up any veins. I'm going to do a dot, and then rub it in with my fingers. Now I'm going to place another 2 dots on my lid. Just rub it in with my fingers. So now we're going to go in with the eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. I recently got this from HSN. They had a deal where if you got 4 products, you can get it for like 50 bucks, which one of these is about 50 bucks, so it's like such a win. And they're all full size. Alright, so we're going to go in with mousse, and we're going to place this in the crease. We start here and then work our way in. Kind of go to the middle and then go back and forth a little bit and then go here. Also, if I notice I have a lot, then I can also go onto this other eye and kind of put some of the color there. And then if you still have too much color, you can also wipe it on your hand. Or a piece of tissue or something. Also, I placed that with the Wet n Wild crease brush. Now we're gonna go in with, I believe this is the Wet n Wild small eyeshadow brush, and we're going to dab some eyeshadow on our lid. And the eyeshadow that we're gonna go in with is Bon Bon. Okay, so I put a lot on my brush, so I'm gonna go tap, tap, back and forth, and then just continue to blend it in. Kind of do patting motions to get it all over the lid, and also kind of get into that crease area. All right, now I'm going back in with mousse. I put more eyeshadow on the brush, and I'm just gonna go into that crease again just to make it a little bit darker. It's weird because on camera, you can clearly see the difference between the crease and the lid, but in person, it's not showing up as dark. There isn't as much of a contrast. It actually looks very natural. So if you're kind of trying to go for a natural look that kind of looks like you're not wearing makeup, this combination is really good together. Off camera, I went in with the Wet n Wild Mega Lash Retractable Eyeliner, and this is in black, and that's how I lined my eyes. And then to set it, I went in with Licorice from the Semi Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. So this one right here. Now we're gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Coverall Primer, and we're just gonna place this on our face. Now I'm not a huge fan of this. I'm just trying to use it up. Like, I guess your foundation goes on smoothly, but I don't know, I just don't like it. It's just not, there's nothing special about it. It's just, I'd rather use it than nothing, but there are other products out there that are better. Next, we're gonna go in with foundation. I'm going to place it with this foundation brush. It's a flat top brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Now we're gonna go back in with the Wet n Wild Coverall Concealer. I'm gonna place that right underneath our eyes. And to blend it in, we're gonna use this Wet n Wild foundation brush. The other one was just a flat top brush. This one's the foundation brush. But I use the other one for foundation, not this one. Go back and forth, down motions. I'm sure there are better brushes out there, but for now, this is what I'm using. Next, we're gonna go in with blush, and I'm gonna be using the Milani Luminoso blush. And to place it, I'm gonna be using this Wet n Wild blush brush. And to blend it in, we're gonna be using this large stipple brush, also from Wet n Wild. Love this brush, this is one of my favorites. This one and then the crease one are amazing. So off camera, I went in with a couple of items. The first item is this Physicians Formula Translucent Powder. I will put the full name down below in the description box. It's really long, it's like mineral wear, etc, etc. And I just used this to set my concealer, and then I also put some on my forehead, down my nose, my chin, and then my sides of my cheeks. And then I went in with the ColourPop Brow Pencil in Dope Taupe and set it with the e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel. Now the last thing that I did was put on this highlight on my cheekbone, and it is ColourPop Stole the Show. I would open it up for you, but I got it in a BeautyCon BFF box and it came broken, so oh well, but I'm still usable. I probably can mold it back, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Alright, now we're ready for the pop of color part, which I'm super excited about. We're actually going to be layering 2 different eyeshadows. So first we're going to go in with Coconut on the lower lash line, and then we're going to top it off with Flower Shop. Start on the outer part and then work your way in. Alright, and it did get a little messy because I had a little bit more on my brush than I needed to, so I just went in with some tissue and just kind of wiped like that. If you end up taking off a little bit more of your makeup, like that's fine, just go back in with some powder. That's what's great about having powder on top of your concealer, because that first layer, you're just gonna be getting off that powder, so you can kind of just go dab in some more powder. So now I'm gonna use a different brush just because I don't want to use the same brush and mess up Flower Shop. So I'm just going to use the e.l.f. small eyeshadow brush and then use that to place it on top of this. Okay, so I think earlier I said that the first brush that we used on the lid, this is actually I think the large eyeshadow brush, and then this one's the small one. That must be it. I just wish that they put the names on the brushes. That's like the only bummer with these brushes. Now make sure you get this more on the end and not so like all over the flat bottom part because they're doing a small area. I'm going to start by dabbing it on. And we're going to swipe back and forth, kind of blending it together. So off camera, I went with the Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara and I put that on my upper and lower lashes. Then I went in with the Too Faced Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara and put this on my upper lashes. Then the last thing that I did was go back in with that Wet n Wild Mega Lash Retractable Eyeliner and I put that both on my upper and lower waterline. Now we're just going to place some highlight on the brow bone and the inner corners of our eyes. So we're going to be using this shade called Butter Pecan. To place it, we're going to go in with this brush right here. I believe this is the Wet n Wild Concealer brush. All the brushes will be listed down below, and I'll put them in order in which I use them. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a concealer. Oh my god, I wish they just put the names on these. Just use that crease brush just to blend it all together. I didn't add any additional product. I'm just using this to blend. Then we're going to use, this is the small concealer brush, I'm 99% sure of that. And we're going to place this on the inner corners of our eyes. Alright, so now we just need to put on some lipstick and then setting spray. We're just going to go in with the ColourPop Ultra Satin Liquid Lipstick, and this is in Spritz. It's one of their newer lipsticks. And then we're going to go back in with the Pixie by Petra Makeup Fixing Mist and placing that all over our face. Alright, and this is a little weird, but this is a good trick, especially if you're going to be using the Ultra Satin liquid lipsticks. You're going to go in with your finger. And there, like a little bit comes off. So you get off that center part that's going to get all over your tea stuff. See, no lipstick, right? Yep. Alright, now on to the setting spray. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful and that you really liked the pop of color that I chose to do on the lower lash line. Make sure you go check out Jaylen's channel. Like I said, she's going to be doing a pop of color spring makeup tutorial as well. And also check out her peanut butter and jelly palette makeup tutorial so that way you guys can see a different way to use that palette other than the way that I showed you. Her look is a little bit more natural. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Like this video if you've liked it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!